Hi, welcome to Dolges. You're here with me, MJ, and today we're gonna unbox Bratz Going Out Yasmin. Okay, so we have three different Yasmins to compare to Going Out Yasmin. First up, we have GCDS Yasmin, and she's wearing Cult Gaia, Chloe's second outfit. Next, we've got Yasmin from Always Bratz. Of course, Yasmin Going Out. And then finally, we've got Yasmin from the 20-year anniversary launch. I'm going to break down the packaging and talk about it, so if you don't want to see that, skip ahead to the unboxing, because this is going to be detailed. If we look at these two, you can see that their heads are larger. They have used the UV face mold on these dolls, and panning back to them, you can see there's a major difference. Now, if we look at Always Bratz Yasmin, she does look different, and she actually looks like she is shades darker than all the other Yasmins that we can see, but the face on her just looks a bit bizarre. I don't know what it is. The proportions look a lot bigger, they look a lot more enlarged. And Bratz typically don't look realistic. They are cartoonized style, but this just doesn't seem to work like the other dolls that we were used to, that we had before. And the outfit here just doesn't look like it is doing much, to be honest. It lacks the appearance of quality. Those two, you can see the contrast between, how they look and how the UV face molds look. So not in just terms of like the heads and stuff, but the Always Bratz is different. Moving over to GCDS Yasmin, the clothes look good because they're Cult Gaia. GCDS clothes were very good. I like the style of them. And this doll's not so bad herself, but the enlarged face just, it's not terrible, but Always Bratz to me, out of all of these dolls and any other Bratz that I've seen, does seem to be the one that stands out, and her face just doesn't look right. It's bizarre. Now, I know that some people say that these face molds have spray on them, which creates the face, and that gives it a really shiny appearance. So I'm not a fan of that either. Now, in terms of their complexion, it varies throughout all of these four dolls and with other Yasmins that MG have released in the Bratz line. And to be honest, I'm not sure what that's about. I would have thought that one character would have had the same skin tone depending on different situations. For example, Chloe, if we've got a beach line, she is going to be more tan because she's out in the sun, etc., etc. But these three have different complexions. And to me, Going Out Yasmin looks more Italian than the other three, and even Bratz GCDS Yasmin looks more Italian. It could be to do with maybe what GCDS Yasmin is wearing and the outfit that I've given her, but it just looks more Italian. 20-year anniversary Yasmin, Always Bratz Yasmin look more Hispanic, Spanish to me. They come from that lineage, and maybe other people will disagree with me. I mean, they could all look Italian, they could all look Hispanic and have Latin roots. It really is subjective. I think that she is meant to be Hispanic, but really what it comes down to is, do does any doll appeal to you? Do you gravitate towards a doll? I mean, anyone can look at a character and slap a bio card on them and give them an identity. But how do you identify with them? How do you see them? How do you see one in particular? And that's the whole point of having different characters, whether it's film, whether it's dolls, anything. And TV shows, they're all everyone is different. So there may be one of them that gravitate more towards you, or you gravitate towards them simply because they have features that are similar to yours or someone that you might know. Now let's look at the packaging. So Going Out Yasmin has beautiful packaging. I think I really like this. It's simplistic, it makes absolute sense. I love how it's done in a very minimal style, and it really looks to me like it gives the impression of a magazine cover. There's no fuss, there's no muss, there's nothing about it that is overly complex. There's not a bunch of accessories in there. It's very simple, it's very sleek, and very different packaging from what we usually see, which is the typical sort of triangle shape, and the head of the triangle is cut off at the top. I believe that's a trapezoid. I might be wrong, but I feel that or at least I think that the Going Out Yasmin is really good for adult collectors because it won't look out of place in a study, it won't look out of place in a bedroom or anywhere you want to put it if you want to keep it in box, because it looks quite mature and collector. I really like the font on this. It's good. And you know, magazine covers when they put the date and time, well, they've replaced that with Yasmin, aka Pretty Princess. It's a really cute detail which I really admire. Typography and the placement of it, graphic design, is really my forte, and as well as other, art styles and different things that are out there for art, if that makes sense. Um, Whereas the other two Yasmins, font slightly different on there for their name, but it's a shiny background, it's the same shape, and really what I see here is these dolls look Playline. They just look like a special edition of Playline. Whereas Yasmin Going Out looks more like she fits the adult collector. You can give this to a kid, absolutely, but it looks more fitting. It's very nostalgic, and I love the typography that they've used. Again, I mean, it says it takes time to look this good, and the font that's been used, like a courier font, is just fantastic. I mean, I think that they've done really well on this Going Out line, and they gave us the older faces as well, the older head proportion that we're used to. I don't know why they brought in the bigger head, really. It's not something that I really like. I mean, I believe that Felicia and Jade behind them from the Moa Lola line, I believe that they have the bigger head mold. But it doesn't bother me so much because they're already so bold to begin with that it doesn't matter so much because their makeup really works. Okay, back of the packaging. Look at the difference here. Massive amount of difference. We can clearly see that there is different illustrations here. The placement of them are different. And again, the font and typography are different here. But I mean, I love the attention here to detail on these. They're just really interesting. And the font that they've used for Yasmin's name, the placement of where they've put the character, is just very good and well detailed. I have to say, Bratz do kind of throw it out the park when it comes to some of their packaging, but I've got to be honest here. I don't like Always Bratz. 20-year anniversary versus Always Bratz. I mean, there's no competition, not really, and I mean, it's slim to none here. Always Bratz, the illustration on that I'm not feeling at all. I don't know, it just seems like a lack of effort. Their feet look too clunky. They just look awkward. It doesn't look right. 20-year anniversary, I love the design on that one. I love the four versions of her personality that you can see. And, Going Out Yasmin, yeah, I like the character illustration on the back here. Much deeper in tone compared to the Yasmin that we see at the front of the packaging, because that looks like Cloe to me 100%. But Going Out has been done really well. you know, I commend them for this packaging. One flaw on the front of it, okay, it doesn't look like Yasmin, it looks more like Chloe, but on the back they've kind of shaded in her skin tone and it looks much more cohesive with the doll that's in the box. So, big differences, big differences. To show you what I mean, like, look at the little mini picture of Yasmin here. Much more darker skin toned than the Yasmin that we've got in the front of the box, because that looks more like Chloe to me. So I don't know why they didn't keep that the same at the front. It doesn't make sense. But they've added an element of fun with the little star around Yasmin at the top, and it just looks much more mature because of the way that the font is placed on the back, how it's all aligned. It's just simple, it's minimal, and I love that gradient. You see that fade that goes down from the top to the bottom? That's just so good. So good. I cannot explain how happy this packaging makes me. I mean, look at that font. It says passion for fashion, but you already knew that. That courier, it's just unreal, okay? And I'm sorry, I'm so geeking out over that, but typography and all of that packaging is a really big thing to me. I mean, look at this packaging too, though. I really love the nostalgia of it and the characters on the back. Something very, very special about this. And it's special to me because I had the very first ones that ever came out and they're just very unique. So I love this packaging. Again, this is done really, really well actually. It's not too busy and I really appreciate it. Plus, I love that colour that they've used, like that kind of sage green colour. It's very nice, very nice. Let's take a look at the side of the packaging. Look at her heels here. I mean, I love the window that you can see what's there on both sides. It's like that. And the simplicity of this has been done really well. I mean, I don't know if people recognize this, but as packaging goes and the whole design of it, the execution is very, very well done. Very well done. And there's going out Jade at the back. So if you want to see an unboxing of that, click the link down below, it'll take you there. So here she is out of the box. She has the best hair, like unreal. But that's what we know Yasmin for, is like the hair that she has. It's one of her like really good features is that when you bought a Yasmin doll, you'd almost always get like fuller hair. That's just my experience, I think. I'm not sure, maybe I'm wrong. These curls are curled slightly at the bottom, but I am separating them so that there is a bit more flow to them. But she doesn't need to be washed or anything. This is just the way I want to do it because I would like to preserve the style as much as possible. But just kind of separating them a bit for an easier kind of like movement, a more natural movement. Okay, I love her. Like, officially love this doll. What an amazing, like, look and stuff to her. How good is that? I love the hair. Love the hair. Look at the movement. So good. So good. Right, so we are going to take a look at her next to the other girls. In fact, what I'm going to do is bring over Bratz GCDS Yasmin, compare her to Bratz Going Out Yasmin. Okay, so I'm out of focus. That's because I'm going to put them into focus. So, or put these into focus. That's better, right? I think so. So, there we go. You can see them really clearly here. And I have to say, she looks more budget. She looks so much more budget than what Going Out Yasmin does, and yet she costs so much more than this one. Is that not crazy? I think that's diabolical. Don't you feel that's and you can see the head is different as well, so the shape of the head. So if I pull her hair back slightly, right, and then we can take a look at her face, because Yasmin's hair is pulled back. So I mean, in terms of control test, it's probably best that I do this to see it better. And I mean, she's still got hair in the way. So as a control test, I've pulled her hair back so that we can actually like see her properly. So in my opinion, this head looks bigger than hers. And the screening on them are different, very different. I think there's more dimension to her face as well, like the placement of everything. Whereas this one, British GCDS is not. It's not doing the same thing. It doesn't look the same. They don't look like the same character. This looks like an attempt to make a Bratz doll. Unfortunately, it does. So they're lovely, right? But I mean, let's just look at Yasmin again, shall we? She is just absolutely gorgeous. Do you not think that this doll is beautiful? Unreal. Just unreal. So, Yasmin. I mean, there's something wrong if you don't think that she is just lovely. Like she is. I mean, look at her face. Wow. I mean, that's what I see Bratz as. Now, do we see Bratz as this? I don't think we do. These are not the best stands at all. Links are below because I think it helps people. She is nice, but there's something vacant about how she looks. I don't know what it is. There's something very strange going on, and it looks like very weird. I mean, even when I took her hair down, it still looked bizarre. And I wanted to make her look better by putting her hair up, and it did make a slight improvement. Now, I'm saying this about this doll as if like I'm actually bashing her. I'm not. But compared to other Yasmins that I have, it's not cutting it. It's really not. Let me show you another Yasmin that I've got, and that might help really cement my opinion. So this is Movie Stars Bratz, and they were the ones that came out with articulated bodies, and the hands are different from the ones that you get now that are articulated, like Bratz Goin out in GCDS, and the tall Bratz, which I'll show you a Yasmin of that in a second. But I really like. I deliberately kept her hair like this because I think it looks more rock and roll. It's not in like the best like. I don't know. I just wanted to make her look a bit kind of unkempt. You know, that whole like London grunge like rock chick vibe. I think she's like the coolest. Let me just like try and focus here for you guys. Right, so I think that's dope. Like I love that. She kind of looks like I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what she looks like, but I think she looked cool for sure. I love how it says like London on her t-shirt. Like her choker part is broken, so I had to try and secure that with an elastic. And it's worked. I don't plan on really putting her in any other outfit because I think this works really well on her. And the jeans and the shoes that I chose are cool. Love that. I mean, I don't know if this is meant to be like cohesive or it's part of the same outfit, but I definitely know that the shoes are not. And I think this is a cute look for Yasmin. Next one I'm going to show you is the tall Bratz. So she is from the Mermaid line. I'll put like a picture of them in here. Is it what was it called? It was like some sort of mermaid line that they came out with, and you could put tail on them and stuff. It was really cool. And I've got Cloe as well, and she's lovely. Like they just have the most spectacular faces. So let's look at her. Does she not look good? Like, you can't deny that. The legs are really long and weird, but I also like that at the same time. I'd love them to come out with different versions of tall Bratz now, because I think that it would just be very cool to have. Look at the face on her. Unreal. Wow. And this is like rainbow high clothes that I just put on her. I put something else on underneath the dress to give her the crossover underneath the jacket. But yeah, and I styled this hair and everything myself. I love this. So good. So good. So if we compare that next to this one, it makes absolute sense, right? That makes sense. I'm Yasmin. Hi, walking down the street in Italy. Hey, yeah, they like me. I did not record an outro, so this is the substitute. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, press the like button. If you want to make a comment, then do it in the comments. And if you don't want to miss any more content, then all you need to do is press subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads from me. Hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, guys. Peace out. Ciao.